going to show you one of my favorite techniques, one of the very basics of Jiu-Jitsu, the Kimura from guard. Kimura is a very versatile technique and probably one of the first that you will learn in Jiu-Jitsu. It's named after a great judoka who broke Helio's arm with it. And a fabulous, fabulous technique. Let's go through the technical basics first, some cool details, and then one of my favorite setups for it. So when I'm in close guard, the basic variation to understand the mechanics will be something like this. So I'm just gonna, he's got a base, he's got postura here, hands on me, straight back. I'm just gonna extend my hip and either open his hands like so or pull them out and make him post his hands. And just control the wrist. See, I'm just slamming down and I got wrist control. I open up and usually I will use my knee here to bring his shoulder forward and at the same time pull me to this side. Boom, boom. And I reach around and over his head, up, around his arm, jam it in, grab my own wrist. If possible, bring the thumb on top. Did you see that? Thumb on top, boom. Thumb on top, if possible. If not, okay, then I'm gonna continue like this with a weaker grip, but if possible on top. Now I'm gonna use this leg here to bring out my hip, and now I'm clamping down his arm. And I'm rotating it towards his back. Now important is, beginners will probably try to use their arms, but now he's open. He could probably rotate his arm out of, yeah, if he's strong enough, he's gonna rotate his arm. So instead, I'm pulling his arm on me and I'm clamping it like a very expensive handbag or like a French guy grabs a baguette under his arm, like so. And bam, clamp down his back to stop him from rotating. And now his upper arm should stay in place while I rotate his shoulder. So it's not even hand against the neck, right? I do not want to fumble with his elbow. I want to rotate his shoulder joint until he taps. And I keep it here, and keep in mind, even if he tries to extend his hand, try to extend it. Yeah, I'm just gonna clamp and rotate, it's still gonna work. Now one more advanced detail to make it more effective is when I got him down and I grab, and instead of being here and trying to rotate in, look what I do. I bring my hip out, scoop it out, whap, and my shoulder. And now he's already much lower and in a much weaker position. Right? Yeah. Look at that smile. So, and now one of my favorite setups. I love the hip bump sweep, so we're gonna chain it together. So I'm gonna try to attack his neck, and if he does not want me to grab his neck, yeah, he's kind of fleeing from me, right? If his arm are extended like this, I'm gonna armbar him, so he cannot do that. So he cannot do that. Okay, so your arms, you place your shoulder, yeah, maybe like this. But now it's neck, right? So your neck needs to go away again. So I'm coming up for a hip bump sweep, and yes, and his defense would be to place his hand here. And now I got him in a dilemma. I got his neck for guillotine, or as you probably guessed, we will go for Kimura. And I just jam it in. Whoosh! And now I'm gonna try to explain a little slower, show it a little slower. So I'm here, hip bump, he's placing the hand. Okay, so I'm trying to, yeah, it's difficult to do it slow. Hop, on the wrist, on the elbow, and around the arm. And roll on my back, clamp his back down, tight, and Kimura him. Yes. And that's how you do a Kimura. So now you know, time to practice. Fabulous Kimura time.